Alrighty guys, we are back on some JJK Phantom Parade. As of right now, the 2nd year anniversary live stream, it's still happening. I'm just kind of stopping it with where it's at and focusing on informing you all that the anniversary characters for part 1 and part 2 have been unveiled. And obviously, I feel like a lot of us thought it was going to be a certain something or someone, but kind of surprised me. I'm not gonna lie, kind of surprised me. So this is kind of like the introduction for the anniversary characters. I mean, I'm sure the thumbnail kind of says it all right now, but ladies and gentlemen, the 2nd year anniversary is starting things off with a Itadori and Todo. Yeah, who would have thought? Didn't see that one coming. I guess this is them trying to finish off the Shibuya arc in a hype way. Now, obviously, keep in mind with every anniversary that we have had in JJK Phantom Parade, there's always been 3 characters. So I'm low-key kind of surprised that they made the Itadori and Todo anniversary characters, part 1 and part 2. If anything, and I spoke about it before a while back, I was really hoping for them to introduce something unique to where it's a Itadori and Todo combo character, like 2-in-1 basically. I genuinely thought this was what was about to happen. I'm just like, oh my god, I called this a while back. But once I saw this artwork right here, I was just like, yeah, that looks to me like Itadori's on his own. So I was like, alright, okay. So yeah, I thought it was just going to be another Itadori, but then yeah, nope. Wait for it. I will say Todo's artwork is probably one of the best. It's so stunning and beautiful. There it is. There's the man of action. Todo. Again, artwork is just top tier. Look at that, bro. That artwork is just god tier. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, there you go. That is how we are starting off with the 2nd year anniversary. Both the banners go live on the 21st, so on the Friday, of course, which is horrible timing for me because that's when Bleach comes out. So yeah, fun times on that one. So yeah, that is, we'll play out for the character introduction. We'll start things off with Itadori, of course. So they will be on separate banners, so just be wary of that. And the banners are live until the 25th of December, so basically they go on Christmas Day. So if you don't want to get Itadori just yet and kind of wait out to see who's going to be the 3rd character, which a lot of us are predicting, Flame Divine Arrow Sukuna, of course, you can chill. But this Itadori looks pretty disgusting. And just before we get into gameplay, let's run down on what he is capable of. So, pretty much when it comes to the translation side of it, this is what we're doing with Itadori. Now keep in mind, Itadori, I'm pretty sure Itadori was the first anniversary character, or character in general, to have that 2 hits after the ultimate. I think he had that unique style, and they're kind of doing the same thing once again. So with this Itadori, he is a red unit. He has 2 battle styles, right? So once you're in the agility style, you have a chance to evade, increasing your survivability, and then of course if you successfully evade it, you'll get some form of buff basically. You'll get stronger, etc. Then he's got his onslaught style, or stance, call it what you will. Attacks with a high probability of generating black flash. The power of the special skill increases according to the amount of cursed energy consumed. Interesting. Again, for the most part, we're more used to conserving our cursed energy to do more. In this case, we want to consume to do more. So it will be interesting to see on to what extent that is going to be percentage-wise. But when it comes to the new Itadori, you can choose. It's not something that we have to have some form of stipulations to get into the onslaught mode or maybe the agility. We can actually choose on which stance we want to be in, depending on the situation on hand. So let's check some gameplay out so we can all kind of see on what we're working with. Alright, so here's the gameplay. They are actually using the new recollection card that is going to be available within the banner. I don't know what it does. I don't think they've showed it off yet, but anyway. So here we go. We've got Itadori. Again, he's a red typing. He's got some form of cursed energy counter. I assume that could be in correlation to him using this cursed energy, right? Is that it? Let's have a look. No. Okay, I'm intrigued to see what that is. Either way, okay, so let me just kind of go forward. I think he's in the evasion state, if I'm wrong. Yeah, I mean, he is getting evasions. So he's in the agility state at the minute. Yeah, so you've got evade. That 3rd skill will increase his attack. So basically we'll give him buff essentially. So, oh, and we also get a ultimate charge increase from that 3rd skill. Very nice. So now so there we go. He's changed it now. So this is the onslaught. That goes from 0 to 20. Interesting. Confusion. Attack increase. I don't know what that is. No idea what that bottom one is. He's got a lot of Black Flash built up. He's got some crit increasing built up too. I do believe that with this authority, it's gonna be some craziness. I suspect he will be broken, especially with having those two styles. So here we go. We've got that third skill coming on hand. Oh, he's charging that up. Oh, okay. That's gonna be beautiful. So obviously with the agility phase, we can actually increase our ultimate a lot more quicker with the increase that he gets, so that's pretty nice. Alright, he's going for the first hit. Yeah, his damage output is going to be so good. I kind of like it. Also, he's got built up 80 cursed energy right now. I want to say that could probably correlate into... Oh, he's got 100 now. Oh, wow, okay. Oh my god, yeah, but the ultimate... That ultimate is way too clean. There's a lot of build up that I'm seeing right now. It is insane with what this Itadori is kind of, you know, gathering. His output is going to be disgusting damage-wise. I could already see it. Again, I don't know what the ultimate does. I'm very curious to see what that symbol means. I've never seen it before, so that's going to be interesting. But there's a lot on the table with this Itadori. Hands down, fair play to them. They've done him well. Again, I was really suspecting to say that maybe Itadori and Todo will come in as one, but yeah, I mean this Itadori still has some form of unique mechanic. Itadori always gets that special treatment. I've noticed that. Anyway, let's take a look. I think Todo is up next. Yo, bro, I can't. I low-key just will get him for the art. Well, I'm not gonna get him just for the artwork, like, because he is an amazing character also. But this, bruh. I low-key wish this was his ultimate. You guys will see what I'm talking about. But yeah, the artwork is absolutely stunning. So let's get on with getting an understand on this Todo. So Todo is a green unit. Interesting. So with this man, an attacker who can grant best friend status to all allies and provide support such as increased physical skills, black flash rate, and critical hit rate. Now I will say, if there isn't any stipulations to mono, and he's usable in an overall status, then clearly he's going to be a fantastic unit to have with Itadori if we're kind of mixed matching typing. But regardless, being in the green typing, is there any... Oh my god, hold on a minute. Okay, I'll have to look after. Okay, so work together with your best friend, allies to deal damage with follow-up attacks and counter-attacks, so he can... Basically, this Todo has counter-attacks available as well as follow-up attacks, so that's going to be fantastic. Furthermore, by activating his special skill, he grants himself climax jumping. While climax jumping is granted, various skills are strengthened. Interesting. Okay, so he's like a support, defender, attacker? Right, that's kind of what I'm working with here. Alright, let's check him out. Alright, there he is. There's Todo, the man of action. I think that new rare collection card is for physical attackers because they've just applied it onto the green Itadori, of course, so that's a bit of a hint. So right, so that's the buffing for the allies, right? Yep, yes it is. So now if they target Itadori, I assume Todo will kind of stand in front. So that's that follow-up attack, gaining a buff. Yep, there it is, applies confusion. Damn, okay, so we do get some crit rate increase, not just for Todo himself, along with attack increase too, which is fantastic. I think that's physical too, right? So in the case of any physical user, predominantly is going to be heaven to have Todo beside them, specifically in the green typing region. Those are buffs, so yeah, so essentially what I'm seeing is that this Todo Loki is kind of like a all-rounder. Interesting. Surprised on why they actually put him on as a green typing. Oh, he would have been I'm gonna say that he would have been nice as a yellow typing, but I suspect they're leaving yellow for Sukuna. Okay, so here's the ultimate. So this is what I meant about how they should have done the kick. But regardless, the ultimate does look Loki kind of clean right there. Okay. So he's got... Okay, so something's being built up once again. I don't know what counter that they're applying onto the ultimate for both Itadori and Todo. There is some form of symbol right there. But yeah, so we got double confusion. He's gonna apply the buff. Crit rate, okay, that's fine. Okay, there's that follow up. Buff increase. That's that counter applied. Okay. So it seems that once we get those counters of follow ups going in, it's just gonna be buff on buff on buff. Damn! Is that like an Oko type deal? What's going on there? Didn't see that one coming. So yeah, Todo looks very, very interesting. So I do need to look into more of this character, more so of Itadori, because I feel like with Itadori we've got a clear understanding on how he's going to be working. I could just tell off the bat he's going to be absolutely crazy, but I just kind of want to see more so on Todo, on the balance between the support play as well as his offensive. Because if you look at the other previous Todos that we have had, his offensive isn't anything too crazy. He's always been on that support play, so yeah, I still want to check out Todo when we get the chance to. Yeah, this is a recollection card that will be available on both banners. Again, I do believe this recollection card will be more so on the physical side, since both the characters that are releasing are physical, of course. So yeah, we will see on how that's going to work. Here are the banners. They will be live on the 21st, and if you guys wanted clear indication if they are two separate, part 1, part 2. Unfortunate. I thought this was going to be like maybe like a first ever anniversary where there's maybe 4 characters, but yeah, they are separating these 2 characters to say that they are second year anniversary, part 1, part 2. So there is a part 3. There is a part 3, and if you guys wanted more, yeah, we're getting 2 free multis on each banner, which is fantastic. So 40 tickets, 20 per banner. So hey, if you get lucky, congratulations. You get yourself a free anniversary character. I don't know what's more to say, but both these characters will be live on Friday, on the 21st. So, and again, they'll be going through December, meaning in December is when we'll get the part 3 Sukuna. So I say. There will be an event as per usual. I think there's a bit of an event video going on. It's a bit of a mysterious event, of course, but again, we are now officially coming to the end of the Shibuya arc, and we'll be hopping into the original story. And yeah, we'll continue on as per normal with what the show has to offer. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's as far as we know. Those are the first 2 anniversary characters for the second year anniversary. I will get this video uploaded. I'll continue watching the live stream, and then we'll do like an overall recap on what's going down. And if they show us any more hints, then fair play. But for right now, those are the 2 anniversary spots that have been taken, guaranteed. Itadori's number 1, Todo's number 2. I don't know how I feel if Todo should have been number 2. I feel like Itadori and Todo should have been one character, and that should have been part 1. And then Fushiguro Mahoraga should have been number 2. That then leads into Sukuna dropping in December, but that's just my thoughts on how I would have done it. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, that's the second year anniversary. That's how we're starting it.